We're live.
Thank you, Mills. Good morning. This is convening of the Massachusetts Gaming Commission for the purposes of having an agenda setting meeting number 186. Today is Wednesday, February the 12th, 2025. It's approximately 10:01 a.m. We are holding this meeting virtually, so we will do a roll call. Good morning, Commissioner O'Brien.
Good morning, I'm here.
Good morning, Commissioner Hill.
Good morning, I'm here.
Good morning, Commissioner Skinner.
Good morning.
And good morning, Commissioner Broder.
Good morning, all.
I'm Jordan Maynard. I'm serving as chair. All right, we are going to turn it over to the secretary for some minutes. Secretary Skinner.
All right, I move that the commission approve the minutes from the January 29th, 2025 agenda setting meeting that are included in our packet, subject to any necessary corrections for typographical errors or other non-material matters.
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner O'Brien.
Aye.
Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
Commissioner Skinner.
Aye.
Commissioner Broder.
Yes.
And I vote yes, 5-0. And it looks like those are up to date. So thank you, Commissioner Skinner and team, for that. We are now going to go through the packet. So if everyone can turn it to page 2 with me. We have an upcoming meeting schedule listed here. I won't read through them all. We do have some meetings, some suitability hearings, and we do have a license renewal on May 14th. I will note that we currently have a meeting scheduled for March 13th. I've been asked to speak at the next conference summit, which runs those 2 days in New York City, with my colleague in Louisiana, Mr. Hebert, and I've accepted that. And I was going to see if it was possible for both the team at the commission and the commissioners for us to potentially move that to Tuesday the 11th to accommodate me. In full disclosure, I hate moving meetings, but
I'd be okay with that. I have availability. I think we have something else that needs to be moved, but.
Yeah, we'll have, there's a something scheduled with the commissioners that day, Mr. Chair, but I think we could easily move that. That's the one thing I see by way on legal's front.
okay.
Yeah, I can move anything else I have that day. It's fine with me.
Thank you. Commissioner Hills, yes. Commissioner Broder, good. I appreciate that. I know like I said, I hate to even ask, but I appreciate it. Anything else we need to move or move up? All right. Anything from the team? All right. Let's move to page 3. We're going to talk about our meeting on Monday, February 24th. Edie Serpa, are we going to have an administrative update?
Yeah, we'll hold that time.
Thank you. Secretary Skinner, I'm assuming we're going to have some minutes.
Yeah, we will. We'll have 4 sets of public meeting minutes and then 5 sets of executive session meeting minutes. And I believe we anticipate going into executive session for that meeting for Joe's item. And that they're all relatively short sets.
We can go ahead and take care of those. That sounds good to me. Commissioner Hill, legislative update. We're going to hold it.
No need that day.
All right. I always sigh a little bit when you say that because it seems like something happens the week before whenever you say that. So we'll see what happens. Councilor Grossman, we have 205 CMR 256 on.
So that's mine, Mr. Chair. If possible, could we move that to the next meeting in March? This is the advisor encourage advertising reg. I think we could have spent a little more time on it. However, I think we do have another reg to substitute in its place, but I'll turn that over to Ying to explain that.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Chair, Commissioners. I would like to put 205 CMR 247.03 petition for a sporting event or wager category on the agenda for that meeting. This regulation amendment is regarding commissioners adding, removing sporting events and wager categories from the catalog in their discretion.
You know what? I bet you saved us a lot of time there adding that to under review and then back out. So I would be fine with that, commissioners. I know we talked about this last week. Commissioner O'Brien's yes. Across the board. All right. We appreciate that, Ying.
Thank you.
Anything else to add from the legal team?
I think that covers it for now.
All right. We'll now turn it to the chief of sports wagering, Carrie.
Good morning. Yes, I don't have anything to add for the 24th right now.
Okay. Thank you. Director Monahan, non-compliance matters.
Yes, we will have a few non-compliance matters for the commission on the 24th.
Are those just for us to make decisions on how to move forward?
Yes,
Okay. 15 minutes, 30 minutes.
15. Kathleen can tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that should be good.
All right. Thank you, Director Monahan. Chief Delaney.
Yeah, we should be all set with the quarterly reports for PPC and EBH. Just one question that I had, with this being a Monday meeting, I guess when do we want materials in, just so I can let folks know? I mean, it's usually I tell them get us stuff on Thursday, but since it's a Monday meeting, would Wednesday before or the Tuesday before?
We're always going to say the sooner the better, but Tuesday or Wednesday would work for me, commissioners.
Yeah, I'm traveling, so this as soon as people can get me stuff, great.
Okay.
All right. We also have you on, Joe, for a discussion on the capital expenditures.
Yes, yep, that will be executive session for both PPC and EBH.
Got it. Thank you. All right. We are now going to turn it over to the head of our licensing, Carol O'Brien.
Yep, so we are all set for the request for leave for the temporary category 3 sports wagering operator licenses. So we're good to go on that.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that. Director Vanderlinden.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are set. In fact, I think it may have already been Bonnie and I wrapped this up. We can send it out if it already hasn't been, considering vacations and whatnot. I also don't think this will take 45 minutes. I think we could probably knock it down to 30.
All right. Sounds good. Anything else to add, Director Vanderlinden?
Not for this meeting.
Thank you. So now we're going to turn it, and I see Jacqueline, so maybe Jacqueline's going to do this for Chief Lennon.
Yes.
Give your budget update.
Authorization.
We are ready to go. We have 2x2s on the calendar and we should have the memo out to commissioners by the end of the week.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Good to see you.
You as well.
All right, Dr. Lightbound. Rainham facility relocation.
Can we move that to the March 11th meeting, please?
Yep, we can do that.
Thank you.
Good with that, commissioners? I'm assuming we're going to let her have time to do that. All right, to commissioners or the team, do we have anything to add to Monday, February 24th?
Excuse me, Chair. Good morning, Chair and Commissioners. I would like to add an executive session for the purpose of continuing the Commission's discussions on the negotiation of the SEIU contract.
Right. Do you know, 2 questions. One is about how long will it take? And the second is, I know the outside counsel often has restrictions. So is there a particular time we should set aside?
I don't know yet on his timing. We do have another internal meeting with our group here coming up. So I'll have more information after that. If that's okay with the commission, I can let you know on timing. Considering last meeting's discussion, it might be somewhat lengthy. It's a continuation of our discussion, of your discussion from last meeting. The last meeting where it was discussed. I'm sorry for clarification.
I'm following you. So we can do, we'll hold 45 minutes if it goes a little longer, goes a little shorter.
Okay, that's what I would think. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jenna. Anything else to add?
Nope.
Okay. There's nothing more for the team. We're going to move to the March 11th meeting. Thank you for accommodating me. ED Serpa, I'm going to hold that administrative update for you. Okay. Secretary Skinner, meeting minutes. All right, we'll hold that. Commissioner Hill, legislative update. We'll hold that. Councilor Grossman, it sounds like we may be moving a reg to
Yes,
that.
that would, Chair, that would be 256, 205 CMR 256 will now be on for the 11th. There may be something else ready by then too, but I'll have to check with the team.
All right, sounds good. Chief Teresi, the sports wagering.
If we could just hold for now.
Okay, we'll hold that. Director Monahan, we have some more non-compliance matters coming our way, it looks like.
Yes, we anticipate a few more on the 13th, probably around 15 minutes again.
And then a quarterly report, Chief Delaney.
Yes, that should be all set for that. We will also need an executive session for MGM's discussion on their capital expenditures. And also, I would like, if we can, I'd like to reserve a little bit of time to give the commission an update on Community Mitigation Fund, on where we stand with applications and so on, and go through a little bit about the schedule. And, we do have a few questions that we need to ask the commission about how to proceed on some of these things, which will be based on what the budget winds up being. But I think we wanted to at least tee up some of those questions at this point. We may not have answers, but anyways, we wanted to take probably 20 minutes and brief the commission on where we are with Community Mitigation Fund.
All right, commissioners, are we good with that request? All right. Looking at the two legislators in the room, Joe, if you're wondering. Former legislators. All right, we'll hold some time for that, understanding that it could change between like what you.
Absolutely. I mean, it could be premature if we haven't heard anything, like say on the House budget. We may not want to do it then, but I'd just like to reserve the time so we have it.
We'll do that. That makes sense. Thank you so much. And also, I'll point out just for the record that Joe hosted Region A and Region B meetings yesterday, and they went really well. So thank you, Joe. Rainham, we're going to move that, Dr. Lightbound, for you.
Yes.
For the 11th. Do we have anything else to add?
Yes, please. Plainridge would like to add a capital improvement fund request for consideration for paving the test barn. They had paved the paddock last year and had good results with that, and now they're going to do the same thing in the test barn for us. And then the other thing we'd like to add is the recovery of the outs or the unclaimed tickets that haven't been cashed.
I remember those.
Yep.
The good news is I don't have to relearn that this time. Commissioners, are we good with Commissioner Hill and others with Dr. Lightbound's requests? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Anything else to add on that date? All right. Let's turn it to March 27th. And as is normal, it's pretty light right now, but as we see, they always fill up. ED Serpa, I'll hold your administrative update. Is that good? All right. Commissioner Skinner, meeting minutes?
Yes, please hold.
All right. Legislative update? Yes. Regulations? Do we have any? Justin, Todd?
Not at the moment, I don't think.
All right. Chief Teresi, anything coming our way that needs to be done by the end of March?
I'm sure there will be, but I'm not sure exactly what yet. So if we could just hold, that would be great.
Perfect. And then we do have that standing non-compliance matters now. Director Monahan?
Yes, I don't have anything at this exact moment, but if you could hold the time, that would be appreciated.
All right, we'll hold. Does anyone, any commissioners or anyone from the team have anything to add to the 27th? Dr. Lightbound?
Oh, yes, could we please add the Plain Ridge request for their approval of their racing officials and their key operating personnel?
That works for me.
Thank you.
All right, anything else?
No.
All right, thank you so much again. Anybody else have anything to add to the 27th? All right, that takes us all the way to the spring. Hopefully it's nice and warm. It starts to get warm during that period, right? That's what we're going to hope for, not a long winter. Let's please turn it to page 6 for under review. Commissioner O'Brien, we still have that compliance committee.
Yes, I spoke with Todd, and I'm going to get a meeting on the books for myself and Commissioner Skinner and he to get that going again in the very near future.
Okay, thank you. The discussion of the illegal markets, same question for you and Commissioner Skinner.
So yeah, my question, I know Edie Serpa, they had to cancel the last one. I just was going to actually forgot to ask you about that yesterday when we met.
Yeah, I have to pull together one internal discussion before we can get together with a bigger group to show what direction we're in. So I'll make that happen soon.
All right. We'll add Edie Serpa under that representative part 2. He's kind of involved in everything, but still do that so I can remember to ask. Dr. Vanderlinden, I do this all the time. Dr. Andrews and Director Vanderlinden, we added the early economic impact of sports betting.
Yes, we'll keep that under review right now.
Okay. I'm almost finished with my staff evaluations. Commissioners, are we close on that? All right. Chief Teresi, debrief on Tyson Paul.
Yes, still under review.
All right. Same, I'm going to stick with you and Commissioner Skinner on the potential language on the UFC fights.
Yep, this one is under review still as well.
And some of this may play out a little bit when we're talking about larger how to add and take away from catalog too, right? Could. We have Revere HCA on here. Chief Delaney, we're going to keep that under review. Dean.
Yeah, I mean, I think we received a letter from the city asking how they would become a surrounding community, and I think we owe them a response to that.
There was some, yeah, they had been released from some agreement.
Yeah, with Mohegan Sun.
Got it. All right. Well, we'll keep that under review and maybe we can get briefed on that 2x2s or something. Dean saying yes. All right. Update on employment and vendor diversity. Commissioner Skinner, Beniswa and Derek.
Good morning. I'm taking this one as well. The team is getting together on this on Tuesday. We should have the information to you soon for a future meeting.
Perfect. Thank you, John.
No problem.
All right, the next two belong to Director Vanderlinden. Proposed research agenda for FY26 and BSc program updates.
Yeah, actually, I would like to move FY26 proposed research agenda to the March 27 meeting. Should be prepared for that.
The right month for it, right?
That's right.
All right, we'll do that. That sounds good to me, commissioners. Yes. All right. Anything else to add?
Actually, I would like to add one item. It's time. The BC-LC GameSense agreement.
You could update me on that too. We'll add it on there to keep us honest, but I'm interested in where that is myself after we have a conversation about it. All right. right. Anything else to add to under review for Director Linden, commissioners, Commissioner O'Brien?
So I had two, and maybe we had a conversation about this and I'm just forgetting, but we've been having a number of conversations about wager limitations. It's not on under review, even though we're all still thinking about it and moving. So I'm wondering if we should have that as an item under review, so we don't forget about it.
We can, and I know that we're not forgetting about it. I know that Chief Teresi is working on.
Yeah, and these are not to put time pressures on Carrie Teresi. She and I talked about a couple of things yesterday, and that's one I think we should have under there. Just the other one I was wondering about is the advertising for sports wagering, and there's the question of saturation, and we've been talking about what is statutorily obligated in terms of inside a venue and whether that extends to anything else, because we get a lot of calls about intensity of advertising around certain events. So we just went through what an intense period. So I'd love to, again, I'm not saying put this at the top of the list, but if we can get under review, a review of what the statutes and the regs say right now.
All right, that works
Maybe
for
in
me.
the spring sometime.
That works for me. Commissioners, are we good with that? There was, I know our friends in New York are working on it too. So, all right. Commissioner Skinner, I see your mic's off.
Yeah, I raised this item last time for Mark and his team to come back to the commission and just give an update as to any changes made to the VSE form and the process. Just we talked a little bit in the connection of a few appeals where we had determined that perhaps the language wasn't as clear as it could and should be. So just looking to follow up relative to that. I think there were a couple of other items. Mark, you'll have to remind me that came out of those discussions too, that we were looking for updates on. So just want to make sure that that gets put on the list.
Am I confused? Is number 10 not encapsulate that other? Like I thought number 10 was pretty broad on the VSC stuff.
Yes,
Okay.
sorry, I missed that one.
That's no problem. I just wanted to make sure there weren't two VSCs running at the same time. That's what I was trying to make sure.
That's my bad, sorry.
No problem. Anything else? Right. I think that's all I have. I don't have anything to add. Do we have any other, do we have any commissioner updates? Any other business? Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Thank you. Commissioner O'Brien,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Skinner,
Aye.
and Commissioner Broder.
Yes.
Thank you. And for those in the building, we look forward to, Commissioner Skinner called it a celebration for Black History Month. And we thank everyone who put that together and look forward to it.